Hello everyone and welcome back to this probably getting beaten by a professional racing driver for the 4th round in a row channel. Today we're probably going to get beaten by a professional racing driver for the 4th week in a row as we jump into the TCR at Snetterton this time. So it's the TCR League and Charles Rainford, our professional or our resident professional Porsche Cup driver, has so far swept every single race so far of this season. Eventually his run must come to an end, you'd have thought, so we'll see if that is today. But yeah, Snetterton is another track that I've never driven before, so it's been a steep learning curve this week, and sadly I've been struggling more at this track than at Donington last time out. Particularly, I think it's Brundle, isn't it, that kind of sweeping left hand, which immediately kind of not chicane, it's just like a right hand turn, isn't it? So like that long sweeping left straight into the right hander, then it goes the opposite way, doesn't it, through the final two corners, the long sweeping right into a sharp left. So I've been struggling with those, quite upsetting the balance in the TCR, finding the back end's coming around quite a lot, which isn't ideal. But yeah, I mean, it must be the same for everyone. Maybe some guys have driven the track more than others, but yeah, I'm not sure what to expect out of this one, to be honest. So qualifying didn't go amazingly. We'll address that once we jump into the car, so let's do that now. We'll jump on in, see how the race goes. Alright, here we go then. Snetterton, TCR Limited Edition League. Round 4, so race 7 of the championship so far. Qualified poorly. Didn't get a tow, lots of traffic jams in qualifying. We're in a top 10 and I'm coming to the realisation that top 10 is a good result for us in this championship nowadays, so if we can hold on to a top 10 then happy days. And a new camera angle because all my equipment's dying and the USB splitter thing that it normally powers up by is having none of it, so we've changed USB ports. It's the only place we can put you for now. So. Here we go then. And we're green. Couple of positions off the line. No idea where to brake.
Car on your left.
Big snap of oversteer straight off the bat, and one of the LSR boys has gone round. That's Charlie or Tour, is it? That's Tour.
Clear.
We'll box him in a little bit so he can't dive back under us. Alright, 22 cars on the grid then. Not bad. Kind of got to go semi-defensive, just to defend from behind. Kind of looks like you're attacking the guy ahead, but it's literally just to try and protect from behind there. Oh, Tour nearly did the classic on me. The number of times he's done that and killed me. I think it's only once, but it feels like a million. Alright, this is the corner then. This is the one where there might be blood. Brake early for it. Alright, we survive. Sure, gained loads of that time back on me from behind there, but that's fine. That's better than me going off the road there. Run it against the limiter. I don't want to end up too hot into this corner. Still do almost. Alright, lap 1 survived. P5 apparently. Some corners are overtaking corners and some are not. That one Tour is not an overtaking corner. Left him vulnerable there to Greenan, who's got the position, which is bad news for us. Me and Green, of course, came together at the start of the last race, the second race last week. Ended both of our races. Oh, and Patrick's gone well wide there. Looks like one of those classic ones where the back end comes around a little bit in these TCRs. It's made a bit of a bottleneck for us behind. Whoa, a late move by Shane.
Keep to the right. Go right. Clear.
I mean, I was there. I'm going to 100% say I was there then. I'm most upset that that's taken Patrick out as well. He's had the most rotten luck in this championship so far. Oh, there it is. There's that absolute... There's that corner that I was saying about.
You knocked your wheels out of alignment. Car right. Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
Need to do a lap and see how it's driving.
Clear on the right. Right side. Clear.
That is most unfortunate. I thought the danger had passed for the cold tyres doing that. There's cars everywhere. Oh my lord. Hectic one. I think the car's feeling okay. Only dropped to 8th with that. And Patrick and Shane look like they made up some positions again, which is a relief. Steering wheel is a little bit right hand down. Looks like cars are still flying off around behind. Lost which marker I was at there. Ollie Walker having a bit of a slow race so far. Down in 6th position, managing to stay out of trouble, but looks like he's a bit off the pace. He'll have to become my target for the race now. Still got a long way to go driving with this bent car. Patrick can get to us, I might let him go just for him coming off worst in that little schmozzle last lap. I do believe I was innocent in that one though. There's times going into an incident like that where I'm not sure, but for that one I had overspeed and overlap, I feel. Shane just came over. Alright, regroup, settle down, see if we can make something out of it. Mighty lap from Patrick, closing the gap on us. Sixth position is the best position to be in these races because that's sort of the lowest number that could get reverse grid, so you're guaranteed to be in the reverse grid if you're sixth position. 7th or 8th, you know you got a high chance at least. Closing up to the back of Ollie now. At least I'm not the only one doing that at that corner.
You got a slow car on the right. Go
Oh,
right.
and Ollie
Go
didn't see
right.
it coming. That's very unfortunate for him. with those couple of freebies, I am definitely going to let Patrick pass now. Do it on the pit straight. Don't want to play silly buggers in the corner.
Right side. Clear.
Alright, Patrick's fast for 1, and 2, that sort of clears my conscience a bit for him getting held up earlier.
All right.
This isn't an overtaking corner.
Still there. Hold
Jesus.
the line. Clear.
Well, that needed a lot of compliance. So those 2 freebies I got then, I've just lost again. I think we should get Jaden back, I'd have thought. It's Jaden that was off the road when we sort of he made his own mistake to... Sorry, it's James in front of us. Either way, I remember the car, it was James I think went off the road earlier on in the race. Oh god, that's what happened to Patrick a couple of laps ago, that's what caused that whole schmozzle. Just a little bit too hot, and the rear tyres just come around on it. Just fighting the car the entire way through that complex. Should have let Patrick go at a smarter point, I think, so as to not let James go past as well. Alright, we'll be P8 across the line then. Usual suspects ahead of us. James is losing Patrick ahead here. As soon as he's out of the tow, hopefully we'll be... well, in fact, he's already out of the tow. We should hopefully be able to start catching him. Although we are carrying a bit of damage, of course, as well. Try a couple of clicks less brake bias. Alright, 0.6 then, to James. Should start getting pulled along a little bit by the tow. Dare I say, I think I was actually better than him through there that time. Pulls away on exit though. And he'll definitely pull away on exit there. I understeered massively. Went far too deep. See what the lap times compare us. Oh, that's so frustrating. One little mistake and just lose all that time again. Just look on the map at the gap that Charles Rainford has got to the rest of the pack. Pretty silly. Definitely got the pace over James then. We keep catching back up to him. Just need to not make our own silly mistakes now. Same with Jaden. We're pulling away from him. Bit too much sausage. Oh, a bit too much exuberance. Had a final corner though. And the lap times still aren't terrible, like a 0.6 even with all those errors, so if I can tidy it up, we should be making good ground on him. Oh dear.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Followed James straight off the track as well. And still, James isn't really pulling away from us. Just imagine if I could keep my car on the track. Be doing all sorts of magical things. And off in the grass there. Possibly just letting us past, or possibly had enough for the race. Alright, closest that we've been to James at the line for quite a few laps now. Still, the lap times aren't anything to write home about though, another 0.6. Right, up behind James again now. Just braked a little bit heavier than I was expecting into that corner there onto the straight, possibly on purpose just to kill my run a little bit. Caught me out, made me brake heavier than I thought it is, heavier than I was going to do, basically. Probably going to get white flag here, are we?
White flag this time.
Don't really have an answer for him, to be honest.
Car on your left. Clear. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Well, it didn't need much of a defence, to be fair. It's always going to be harder going around the outside of a hairpin there. Of course, I don't know how much of it's about the car damage, but I didn't have the final answer for James this race, which is a shame. I think the mistake, to be fair, has probably cost a podium, because I was ahead of Tour, I think, wasn't I, at the time. Got a little bit lucky with some freebies off the start line. Need to look at that incident with Shane and Patrick and see what happened, but the very corner that I thought was going to murder me did do just that. We'll need to remember for race 2. Even come lap 2, it's still not safe. I mean, even now it's still so skittish in there. Well, that was a disappointing end to a promising race, to be fair. Not much to write home about with that.
Checkered flag, checkered
Ah well,
flag.
on to the next one. Well, that was a classic instance of could have been better, but could have been worse as well. So at least we hung on to a top 10 there without that little incident. Sort of, well, obviously there was the incident with Shane and Patrick. Sort of feel content that was redressed and sort of nothing to worry about with that, but then obviously we took ourselves out from, I think it was P3 at the time, wasn't it? So not ideal at all. Could have maybe got a top 5 out of that one, but I threw it away a little bit, making a habit of it. Yay. The reverse grid draw drew P6, so we've missed out on the reverse grid. The way this is going to work is, I think it was Patrick in P6, so it'll be 6, 5, which way am I going? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 8, 9, 10 sort of thing. So yeah, finishing P8, we've missed out on the reverse grid completely, so we'll start this in the P8 that we finished last race, which isn't ideal. Would have been nice to have kind of been close towards the front and hopefully made an amends for the first race. As a result, we're actually going to be right in the rat pack, right in the middle. Fingers crossed we can make some advances, get towards the front and hopefully have a better race too. Let's jump on in, see how we get on. Alright, here we go then. Race 2.
We put in plenty
From
of fuel to
Snetterton.
finish the race.
In the limited edition TCR, we're on round 4, so race 8 of the championship. Here we go then.
Green flag, green flag.
We had nowhere to go with an almost stationary ollie.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Thankfully for us, James backs out of that one.
Car
Whoa, a big swipe from Ollie there.
keep to the left.
I'm going to try and cut in behind, whichever the riskies is on my right hand side here.
Clear.
Oh, great cutback from them. It was Messenger. Was it Rainford, in fact, that was stationary off the line?
Left side.
Oh my god, Thomas has found a gap where there wasn't supposed to be no gap.
Clear on the left.
Well, had my pants down, hadn't he?
Car on your left. Clear.
Coming up to death corner then. Does it claim anyone this time around? Oh, nearly me again. Someone's off to the left. I think that's going to be Cho. It is.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Whoa, they're too wide through the bomb hole. Which I appreciate with my accent sounds like I'm saying bum hole. God, absolutely wrestling a bear through there. Whew. Braked far too early for that tight left-hander. Absolutely no way Thomas should have had a gap there, but he managed to make it work.
Left side. Keep to the right. Keep to the right. Still there. Clear. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Car right. Stay on the left. Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the right. You got a slow car on the right. Car right. Still there. Hold your line. Go left. Clear.
Oh god, that's going to be a slowdown.
Pick up the course. You've got to slow down and give up that time. Right side. Clear. Car right. Still there. Clear. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
I just don't know what I got to do in race 2 just to have a clean one, you know. If it could go wrong, it seems to do every week. Car didn't even sound like it was pulling to doesn't sound like it's got all its ponies.
Car on your left, still there, clear.
The same death corner that we took ourselves out on last time. Gary came past us, we got the slowdown, and then sort of was on the inside apex there going slow. It looked like I thought he had a slowdown himself, so I tried to go into the only position where I could go, i.e. around the outside, and it's just carrying way too much speed, lost the back end. Collected Shane on the way. not really much point carrying on, but no else to do. Charles is in the lead, what a surprise. Got lucky that wasn't a slowdown. Thought Ben had managed to save that then. That had a real tank slapper on it. Oh, you can hear that thumping sound. That's something hanging off the car that's not supposed to be. Greenan really lost out when he lost the lead there. He's down to P4. Not a lot to say when you're just lapping around by yourself in last place, is there? How did we end up here? First laps are so crucial in these cars. You've gotta state your claim to your piece of track, and I don't know, I just seem to end up in the fence every week. Alright, I reckon we'll pull it in, retire the car. We're 4 seconds a lap slower in clean air than we should be. We're losing eighth by 2 seconds a lap.
Stopping.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, that just about caps off a pretty miserable round for me here at Snetterton, to be honest. Which is, yeah, it's not ideal. We started the championship way up here, and it's slowly just it's gone down the cliff ever since. Dropping down the standings, they're on screen right now. I mean, all we can do is move on to the next one. Next round is at Silverstone, which at least a track, it's the legacy version, but at least I've driven the sort of the more recent layout. So at least I'm familiar with most of that circuit at least. So maybe next time I will have a bit of a better showing. But for this one, this is just an absolute write-off weekend. Sadly, I think with the amount of races that I'll be missing through not actually owning the tracks, this might end up actually being one of my scored rounds, so that's not ideal. But it is what it is, you know. We can only show up and try and race as best as we can, and sometimes things go wrong in racing, so it is what it is. Well, two things. First of all, the broadcast link to this race will be in the description below, but at the time of watching this, the next round will be starting in about an hour's time. So again, I'm not racing at the round that's sort of tonight as you're watching this. I'll drop a couple of links below to a couple of guys. I imagine Merrin will be racing, so I'll drop his stream, and Greenan will be racing, so I'll drop his stream link below as well. So if you're doing nothing, or even if you are doing something, cancel your plans, go tune into those streams and cheer the boys along. I'll see you over there in chat. But yeah, that's going to be everything for this video. So, you know the drill. If you enjoyed it, if you enjoy watching me falling off the road multiple times, then give the video a like, drop us a comment, throw us some abuse, probably deserve it by now. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done that already. Other than that, take it easy and look after yourself, and I will catch you in the next one.